comes along with the strength to carry on. It's just stuck in my head. It's like arise. It's time to arise. Let's talk about Mercury and retrograde. We're about to finish the cycle of Mercury retrograde, and they will continue to keep coming. And Mercury retrograde is one of the most well-known things in astrology, but it's also one of the most misunderstood. A lot of people hear Mercury retrograde and immediately think things are going to go wrong. Technology is going to fritz, plans are going to get dismantled, and don't make any type of arrangements right now, right? They're not going to work. And that's not necessarily the only thing, right? Nothing is actually going wrong, and something is just asking for your attention. And because you're maybe carrying the perception, the energy that things are going wrong, it's causing more things to go wrong, right? Yes, Mercury deals with themes of communication. So communication lines are being slowed down in a way that they are being brought back in. So it is more of a time to be more thorough, and experiences might be showcasing to you why you need to be more thorough, a little bit more accurate. Take your time. If you are signing a contract, maybe read it more, rest on it, sit with it a little bit. Mercury is asking that, but it's not saying that anything is going to go wrong. It is just giving you the space to take more time with your communication, with your thoughts, with your ideas. Mercury in astrology governs the themes of communication, thinking, perception, and how you process and understand information. In that way, your mind organizes everything, right? That's what really Mercury is talking about, how your mind organizes all of these thoughts and ideas and your perceptions, and the way you express that orientation in the reality that you create outward, which is communication. So how you communicate the organization of your thoughts and your perceptions. When Mercury retrogrades, a retrograde means that a planet, it appears to be moving backwards from our perspective, but energetically, it's not about going backwards, it's about going inwards. So instead of expressing, moving forward, pushing outward, which Mercury loves to do, the energy shifts to reflecting, revisiting, and reprocessing. So that's why it's the best to take the time with contracts, take the time with conversations, really reflect on everything. Because if you are in the energy of still like moving forward, expressing without being reflective on it or processing that, you're going to run into situations where more complications could arise, because it is a time for you to give yourself the grace of pace, right? Change your pace during Mercury retrograde. It's a really great time to get into true power with your inner world, because once you learn to process from inside and then take it out, it is more true and aligned to you. So Mercury is giving you the gift of being more true to your own energy, and what a gift that is. So right now during Mercury retrograde, you might be experiencing miscommunications, okay? Delays, needing to redo things, revisiting old conversations, or reflecting on past thoughts or decisions. And this is where people get frustrated, okay? Because it feels like things aren't flowing the way they usually do, or the way that you desire them to. It is about taking your time. It is about revisiting certain things. It's a beautiful edit period. So I think the princess is leaving us. Bye, princess. Oh, she's gone. You can always shift your perspective, and a great way to shift how you view Mercury retrograde, instead of being like, oh, this is a time where a lot of things are going to go wrong and it's just inevitable, you can reframe it as being, Mercury retrograde is not here to disturb or disrupt you. It's here to refine you, okay? This is like fine artist level work. It's asking, did you fully understand that? You have this contract, you read it. Do you know what it means? Are you sure? Let me check. It's gonna check, okay? Did you communicate that clearly? Did you really express the right things to this person and get out what you really wanted to say? let me check. Let me bring that conversation back. Let me throw something in that and make you have to check. And is that thought actually aligned with you? That's one of my favorites that Mercury retrograde will do. It brings the thoughts back and gives you the chance to be like, oh, does that even serve me, that idea? Why am I thinking that? Why is that something that's coming up? It's a great time to actually work with the why in life. Why can be so hindering, in my opinion, when you ask the why too often, right? It can limit you, it can block you, it can get you stuck. But when energy is in retrograde, the why becomes a gift because it aligns you to a wonderful place of authenticity, right? It's less about acting first. It's about, if you did take that action, reflect on if that action actually aligns, because we're potentially going to give you a situation or experience that is going to show you that it didn't, or it's going to reinforce that it did. And as long as you can keep showing up in the same way, if it did align, cool. And if it comes back as something that it didn't, wasn't supposed to, and you don't align with it, then it's showing you that you didn't align with it, and that's a gift in itself too. It slows things down so you can become more aware. Thank you, Mercury retrograde, because sometimes we do need to slow down. So, a great way to work with Mercury retrograde, instead of forcing forward movement, this is the time to pause before speaking. What do they call those? A pregnant pause? Take a pause. Reflect before reacting. That is a gem. Do I need to be saying that, doing that? Do I need to pop off on that person? Do I need to say that back? Is that serving me? Reflect first. We'll wait. They'll wait. Review before rushing. Instead of just pushing it out because you feel like you have to, review it and see if you catch something that you might have wanted to edit, and now what you're putting out is more authentic and more true to you than something that you rushed. And listen more deeply. Ooh, I love this one because there's a saying that goes around that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And I find that the more that I practice listening, the better my life is. And it's so funny when that happens. It's not because I am not expressing my truth, but sometimes if you express before you even realize what's going on, and you're just expressing off of like the cuff, you didn't even really maybe hear what that person said, or what they even said. You didn't even give yourself the moment of reflection to even see what you authentically wanted to say. And you're just responding out of programming. And you are here to no longer be a robot. You are here to be your authentic self. So allow robots to be robots and unplug yourself and be a human. Be a human. You are gifted with free will, choice. You can make a choice of what you want to say, and if it aligns to you, use that. Use that. Doesn't mean don't take action. Take action. Follow your instincts and your impulses. But during a retrograde with Mercury, slow down and make sure it's actually aligned. It can teach you how to do this even when Mercury isn't in retrograde. It's teaching you this skill set, and it happens very frequently, so that you can learn this, so you can bring it into your everyday life. So even if Mercury is not in retrograde, you know how to reflect, review, pause, and listen in order to align with who you truly are. It makes for a better human, in my opinion. That's my perspective. It makes for a more authentic expression of the self. It makes for a really beautiful world when people take the time to take and implement the lessons of Mercury retrograde. So sometimes what feels like a delay is actually space. It's gifting you space. And it is the space to notice something you didn't see before, space to hear something you missed, and space to adjust something that wasn't fully aligned. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. And when you allow that space, you actually come out of Mercury retrograde with more clarity than you had before. Not because things moved faster, but because you understood them better. Mercury retrograde isn't here to work against you. I say that again. It is not here to work against you, my friend. Okay? It is here to bring you back into alignment with your thoughts, your words, and your understanding. So instead of fearing it, use it. You can use it. It's here for you. So, yeah. If you want help exploring how Mercury retrograde is personally affecting your natal chart or your transit chart by where it is in your houses transiting, let me know in the comments. We can work through that together. Like this video if you enjoyed the vibe. Subscribe if you want to play, because that's what we do. We just play and we learn systems and we explore this life. And yeah, that was fun. That charged my energy up. I'm still in rest mode, but I amped myself up. So I'm going to use that to move into something fun in my day. And I'm going to take my time with it because Mercury's in retrograde until I think Friday. So I'm going to enjoy every second of it. I love you. Happy Mercury retrograde. Where's the button?